Hello everyone and welcome back to a new video. And on today's video, it's going to be kind of everywhere, but it's a cool one for sure. First thing, I'm starting off by cleaning up the area because I like to leave stuff laying around and pick it up last minute. So I want to go ahead and get that taken care of. And now I just wanted to add like a path. I was looking at a lot of things online and what I wanted to do and see what I could create. And I wanted to create kind of like a magic circle. Like, I don't know. I feel like that's very fitting for a very core island, so I wanted to do so. Starting off, just adding all kinds of trees, kind of getting the layout kind of set before I started. This always helps me a lot, especially in my builds. I want to make sure I kind of know where I can build and where I cannot. So starting off, I didn't know what I wanted to do quite yet. So I was trying out a few different things. As you see, I'm using like little trees and big trees for their stumps because I felt like that would kind of look cool, and I don't know. So I wanted to see what I could create with it, just kind of like a trial and error thing. Look at those little stumps, they're so cute. I really like that. Honestly, I've never done that before ever, but I've always seen it, so it was really fun to try it out. And now I'm kind of gathering what I can do, so I just started placing down some moss to see what it would look like, and kind of seeing that I was beginning not to like it, but I wanted to kind of follow through with it to see what it could look like, and I was not liking it. So I don't know, I kind of thought over and over and over what I wanted to do and still didn't know. So yeah, I just kept going to see if I could make it look good. Just started decorating around to maybe, I don't know, it could help me some, to give me some guidance, because I was kind of going in blind, wanting to make sure that it wasn't just me. And yeah, placing down some greenery, just little bits and bops like everywhere, to fill in the area more, which did help me out. But still, I didn't know if I liked what I was creating. But yeah, I'm sure you guys get that too. You build something you think's gonna look really good, and it turns out not like how you wanted it, and then you kind of destroy it. That is me to the T. I always do that. Typically, I do a lot of that stuff off camera, but I feel like this is real, and I didn't want to, I don't know, not show you guys because it was kind of funny seeing me going back and forth. But yeah, I did follow through with it, and I did try. So I just started placing on pathing in the middle, just to help cover up the grass some more. And this pathing really does help a lot. So I'm glad at least I did this bit, because I didn't know still what I wanted to go for. And it took me a while. Honestly, this video took me like 3 or 4 hours to make. And that's not even counting like editing or anything like that. So it was pretty big. But yeah, and also it turned out you can't put these on stumps, which makes no sense. I didn't understand why. I didn't like that. And also this mushroom parasol, it didn't really, I don't know, I didn't really like how it looked either. And these gyroids, it's all around too. I mean, they're super cute, but still, I don't know, it didn't work, and it didn't come out like how I wanted it to. Yeah. So I did make the decision to actually tear up all this stuff. It just was not working for me. Even with all this like little added stuff that I did add, I didn't like how it looked. And at this point, I did kind of step back and think a little bit more on what I could do and curate, because I didn't want to not have a magical circle. I just feel like it was too perfect not to put in. And plus I have the space. I don't know why I keep dropping things. But yeah, like I said, I'm just filling in the area more to see if it would come out okay. And it just wasn't. I don't know why I just kept going. I definitely could have just stopped, because I kind of knew from like the first 10 minutes rather than kept on going. But I don't know. That's just kind of how my brain works. But yeah. So like I said, I did end up tearing it up eventually. But yeah, started taking everything down. It did suck, but I wanted to try something else to hopefully, I don't know, make things a little bit better. Yeah, it's really funny kicking up the path. It looks like you're just like mad. But yeah, look at these little stumps when you dig them up. It's so sad. I really wish I didn't have to do that because I could at least save them, but unfortunately you can't. Alright, and now that I'm back with a new idea, hopefully this one will be better. I have a new path code, so hopefully it will look okay. I was kind of confused on the size. I didn't know if I needed to make it bigger, so I went for bigger this time. And I wanted to use kind of like 6 like little things to kind of be the center to like make it look like a circle when it's really not, but you know what I'm saying. But yeah, still I'm as confused as ever. I didn't have enough trees either, and that was another thing. I was running out of trees. It doesn't look like I am, but trust me, you use so many trees in like a build and you never have enough, and that's the crappy part. And plus 2, I'm still waiting to get like a villager, so that's another thing. And yeah, so I can't time travel, so I have to use like tickets or get them from my main account, and it's just a hassle. And as you see here, placing down fully grown trees this time, hopefully to get a different result and me not wasting more trees. So here I am just chopping them all down again. Sadly, there's no baby stumps. Those things are so cute. That's honestly a really cool build that I've seen, like where people have like a little lumberjack area and they have different sized trees they cut down. It looks cool. But as you see here, I found a magical circle code. I really liked how it looked. I really like how there's like a little moon in the corner. But me being the typical me, it looks like I didn't kind of map it out correctly. So it's not even really a circle anymore. But I was too into it to kind of, back down. So I just kept on going. It looked okay. It didn't look how I wanted it to. It worked out. But yeah. So I decided to get all kinds of different star frag colors. Like all of them. So I went on my main account and dropped over all kinds of different color star frags to see how this looks. And I love this idea. I've seen so many cool posts, especially like on Pinterest, different color star frags laying around. That's so cool. I really like that. I love all the colors. To hopefully, make this look a little bit better. And I liked how they looked, but I wasn't completely happy with it. I don't know what it was missing. It was probably just me doing something like weird. I don't know. It really sucks that you can't place the star frags onto like the stump. That makes no sense to me. And I had so many different color star frags that it really didn't make sense. It would look perfect if they can go on the stumps, but they couldn't. So yeah, I didn't like how this was looking either. But I wanted to keep on trying some more things out to see if it could look good, because I've already kind of spent all that time getting all these resources to hopefully, recover this, because it still wasn't looking good. Yeah, I don't know. I'm sure you guys get this like kind of like mind block where you want to build something but you don't know what to do. That is me right now. I have no clue, especially being fairy core. I know 0 things about this at all. I know I just like to build and try out new things, but still it was not working for me. I didn't like how this was looking at all. So yeah, eventually after a long period of time, I did decide to cut the cord with this too, just because it wasn't working. And honestly, at this point I was frustrated, I was tired. I wanted to figure out something else to do. So off screen, I did go villager hunting, and I did find someone, and it honestly didn't take me as long as I thought it would, and I wish I recorded it, but I didn't. Yeah, but I did find Robert. I was so excited, I couldn't believe it. It took me like adding those other 100 tickets. It took me, I think like 220 something. I can't remember, but while I was villager hunting, I came up with a lot more ideas, and I was a lot more confident on what I wanted to build. And now I can actually time travel and get a lot more trees. So here I am planting a lot of trees, because trust me, I'm going to need them, not only in this build, but for future fairy core videos. So I planted, I think like 20 or close to 20. This is definitely going to help me a lot, because I was getting nervous that I was actually running out. And yeah, I didn't want to, I don't know. I didn't want to get some from my main account or go, I guess I could have got some when I was villager hunting. I didn't really think that through, but still, regardless, it's going to help me out a lot. Time traveling is so big in this game, especially if you're like doing builds and content. It speeds up things so much. But yeah, let's go ahead and time travel the next day and get Robert in. And next day, as you see, Isabel is announcing it. I'm so excited to have him. And look at his house. It matches perfectly. And look, he is so cute. I love him. Even his like little buck teeth. He's perfect for the build. And he's going to look really good in fairy core and all this green. And now that I had some time to think, I came up with something really cool. And I'm really excited to show you guys. Again, a lot of videos, a lot of Pinterest. I finally found out something I wanted to do. I just needed to map it out and kind of make it my own. So I started placing down lily pads to mark out where I wanted to put down stumps. But this time around, I used these mush logs. You can actually place down stuff on these, and I don't know, it kind of gave me like that block where like you can't place stuff down. That kind of ruins the build around it. So I found something to go around it. And plus, these look so much better. It has mushrooms growing out of it. It matches that fairy core vibe like really well. So I was really happy with it. Here I am struggling a lot to figure out where they need to go. I have so much stuff in my inventory and I keep on placing down the wrong logs everywhere. It's so funny to me. I always like leaving that in just because it's real and it's super funny. Well, probably for you guys, not for me in the moment. And now I'm placing down the pathing right in the middle like I did before. It looks so good, and I love how it just blends in. But I wanted to add color. This build's definitely gonna be primarily like greens, but there's always gonna be that need to pop of color just so everything doesn't look bland. Also too, I found this out while doing this, you can change the color of the giant vines, which is awesome. So I used a darker tint. It just helps, it looks awesome. And now what I'm doing, I'm placing down mushroom lamps just so it can kind of match the like mush logs. There's whites and there's reds, but there's unfortunately no purple, so I went with blue. But honestly, I really like the blue. It looks super cool, and I don't know, I really like how this looks. I pushed it in just to kind of like make it closer to that vine. And now what I'm going to do is, instead of using all the colors, I just decided to use the corresponding colors. I feel like this adds a lot of pop, and it's not like overdoing it. And now I'm finally happy with what I built. I had this ruined arch. I made it black. I think it fits the theme. Made it look kind of evil, which I mean, I guess it could be like an evil like fairy core like forest. I don't know. It looks sick. I'm really glad I used it. I might take out those party light arches and put that. If I do, I'll add it in another video. Now I'm just placing out some pathing. I want to make sure I have like kind of like a circle pathing going all the way around, because I have even more ideas to go off of this. And I'm super excited to show you guys. Just in the back here, I wanted to add a bunch of like different stuff, especially like light up items. And this reindeer, it's like a celestial like reindeer. I want to make sure I use those here and there. I didn't want to add too many, but I want it to look as magical as possible. And now I'm mapping up some more pathing. I want it to end up kind of like in the center, so you have different like areas to branch off from. That is a big thing I want to make sure, because I want this to feel like endless. Like you can go any direction and come up with something new. So I wanted to make sure I got that filled down. Especially this pathing, it's going to help. It's going to make everything blend in so well, and kind of, I don't know, make it feel like you're only in a fairy core island, which is what I'm going for. Finishing up just around this like little area here. I'm so happy with this, man. I cannot wait to show you guys at night, because trust me, it looks sick. Because I did test this out again before I showed you guys, just because I didn't want to keep on giving you like a fail over and over again. But yeah, it looks so cool at night. You guys let me know in the comments below too if there's any type of fairy core build you want to see. Let me know. I might be able to add it in. I have a few more ideas, but there is some spots that I could add stuff. Just let me know. I'll be happy to see what I can do. And now that I'm finally finishing up over here, I'm just adding in some final little touches. I feel like I can add like a little moss like rock right here just to kind of fill in that blank spot so I don't have to add another tree. I don't want to add too many trees. I want to add a lot of items. I feel like that adds so much to a build rather than covering everything up with trees. Like that moss balloon. When's the last time you saw that used? I feel like that's never used, and honestly, I've forgotten all about it. And that's the fun thing about doing all kinds of different builds. You get to use items you never used before and items that you totally forgot about. Because, I don't know, that's the fun of it, I feel like. Okay, I'm finally content, so let's go ahead and place down some of these large star frags everywhere just to help give it some more glow at night. And one more thing, just adding down some lily pads. I don't know, I want to add little touches anywhere I can just to help later on, because I don't want like there to feel like there's an empty spot. And I feel like this is flowing together so perfectly. And these little vines, man, I don't know, everything's turning out great and I'm happy. Let's go ahead and do our final walkthrough. And there it is. This just shows you guys, if you keep with it, you can make something really cool. Personally, I love this. I think this fits so perfectly. I really hope you guys did enjoy today's video. Have an awesome build, and we found a villager. Like I said, I might do some of this stuff off camera just to save you guys some time so you don't have to watch thousands of tickets. But yeah, if you guys did like today's video, please do consider liking the video and subscribing. It would mean a lot to me. And until next time.